Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you are having a great day. Today's story includes toxic relationship, marital problems, new parents, entitled family, especially mother-in-law, and babies. Let's start. Am I the idiot for deciding not to let my husband into the delivery room? I, 29, female, and my husband, 30, male, have been together for 8 years. I am now 8 months pregnant, almost 9, with a girl. In my husband's family, there is a tradition of naming a baby before it is born. The name is embroidered onto a blanket that has been passed down from generation to generation, and the baby is wrapped in the blanket when it is born. I'm trying to come up with a name we both like, but some of the names he suggests do not resonate with me. My husband has been getting annoyed with me lately, and tells me to just pick a name for the baby. As his grandmother's name was Beatrice, he wants to name her that, but I just don't like it. I wanted to have a list of names, so that when I see her, I can name her after what I think is appropriate. Although, it can sound odd, I wanted to see her before naming her, but have decided not to, so that he can please his family. In honor of my late sister, I want to name her Jessica. That was her name before she passed away from a heart attack. It means a lot to me, but I hadn't told him that particular name, because I didn't want to hear any insults about it. Every time I suggest a name, he'll attack it, calling it ugly in a variety of ways. Today, his mother was pressuring me to suggest a name, and I just blurted out the name Jessica. After a pause and a laugh, she said it was a name for a large girl, and it was a very unsuitable name. She went on to ask me if I wanted the baby to be ugly, and if I was trying to ruin its life, before it was even born. Initially, I was overwhelmed with anger, and asked her to stop talking more harshly than I should have, as she didn't have the right to imply others are ugly, when she herself is no Beyoncé. Annoyed, she told me to leave her house. Not wanting to cause a further argument, I left, and when I returned home, my husband explained to me that he was extremely disappointed in my actions, and that he couldn't look at me. As he is close with his sister, he struggled with his frustrations with her, which she then did to her mother. The next day, she was at my doorstep, and told me that she decided on a name, and then said my decor was tacky. She said she was naming the baby Connie, after her mother. It was a name neither I nor my husband picked, and wouldn't cause an argument between us. I told her no, and asked her to leave, and eventually, she did, but not after some insults were issued to me. I asked my husband about it, and he said I have no right to speak about any of this, as I also have not been open to the names that he suggests. He then said that I was incredibly selfish, and said I should go. I packed my things, then went to my older sister's house. She was fuming at my husband, and how they insulted our younger sister's name. He's been trying to contact me for a few days now, apologizing, but I don't want to speak to him. I've also decided that I'm not telling his family when I go into labor, and if I must, I am not allowing them anywhere near me while I'm birthing the child. Am I the idiot? OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the a-hole. I am denying my husband to be in the delivery room. I was rude to his mother, and I feel I have been impatient with my in-laws. I may be in the wrong, as it is a tradition, and it's not my choice to break it. It means a lot to them, and it may have been unfair of me. No, OP is not the idiot here. In a normal situation, I would say that not letting the father be present at the birth of his baby is an awful thing, especially since he is also her husband, but in this case OP has good reason. OP's husband not only disrespected her, but also he let his mother do the same. And then he kicked her out of the house? What the hell? What's wrong with him? In which universe does he think that what he did is right? He is a horrible person, and an awful husband, who apparently comes from a horrible family, and I'm afraid what kind of father he will be. Since, what kind of person does that to a wife, who is due to give birth at any moment? A monstrous idiot, that's who. And all because of the baby's name? Their traditions be damned. This has gone too far, and he had no right to have done this to OP. kicked her out of her own house. OP should leave this man and stay away from him. But unfortunately, because of the child, he will always be present in OP's life. Good God. OP, your husband's family seems to be horrible. Please take a closer look at this marriage, not only for your future, but for your daughters as well. And what did you guys think of this situation? What would you do if you were OP? What advice would you give her? Now let's read the comments before going to the update. Not the idiot, this family sounds terrible. I don't understand how you've lasted 8 years interacting with them. I can't look at you? Yeah, I'd be feeling like, good, you no longer have to. It sounds like there is not going to be any common ground on the naming thing. Not that it's my place at all, but one possible olive branch might be naming her Jessica Beatrix, which is just cooler than Beatrice, in my opinion, with apologies to folks whose parents didn't opt for the name ending in X. Then, if the family wants to call her by her middle name, they can, and you can honor your sister in a beautiful way. That's actually really gorgeous. I might actually name her that. Not the idiot, but seriously, how long of a tradition can it be of naming a baby before it's born? Sonograms that determine the baby's sex haven't really been around for multiple generations, so this, quote, tradition of naming the baby before it's born seems a bit made up. Also, sometimes they are in fact wrong, so embroidering a name into a blanket before the baby is even born? Usually, I'm all for the father being allowed in the delivery room, but he kicked his very pregnant partner out of their house over a disagreement about the baby's name? So yes, don't tell them when you go into labor, and don't let any of that stress into your delivery room. Jessica is a lovely name. I have known Jessicas of all sizes. That comment was really mean and insulting of a name you obviously want for your baby. Well, they choose a male and female name, embroider both, and pick out the incorrect gender, if that makes sense. It's not really my tradition, so I don't really have a right to say anything rude about it. I asked my husband about it, and he said I have no right to speak about any of this. About the baby that is very well growing in your womb? Not the idiot. Your husband and his family are incredibly toxic and entitled. The fact that you didn't share your idea of Jessica with him, 'cause you knew he would insult it, says a lot. And no, Jessica is not an ugly or a large name. Is there such a thing? I hope you have a smooth and stress-free delivery, and will happily welcome baby Jessica, or whatever you want, to the world. Not the idiot, I hope you divorce him so you can ultimately divorce his entire family. How insane of his mother to believe she can choose the name of your child. How insane of her to insult you. And your husband kicked you, his pregnant wife, out of the house? Especially over a name choice? If you choose to stay in this marriage, my heart aches for you, and the life you'll live going forward with this man and his family. Name the baby Jessica, plus your maiden name, OP. And what do you guys think? Do you agree with the comments? What would be your advice to OP? Would you tell her to do something different? Now let's read the update. Oh, are you enjoying the video so far? If so, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications to know when a new video is out. This really helps the channel, so I appreciate it. Now let's go to the update. Update, am I the idiot for deciding not to let my husband into the delivery room? First off, hello, and thank you all for the support. I've been getting quite a few DMs, checking up on me and my daughter, asking for an update, and just genuine kindness. I gave birth to my child 6 days ago, and she could not be more healthy. She was born, 2.8 kilograms, and I named her Jessica Beatrix. She's quite a vocal baby. I haven't had much time to sleep, as most don't, with newborns, so I'm going to make this quick, though. I will be answering any questions you guys have. My husband and I are, unfortunately, yet fortunately, going to get a divorce, and he was not in the delivery room during my birth. I made sure to inform the staff about my situation, and they handled it amazingly. He didn't show up luckily, as he was not aware I was in labor, but I have told him now, and he's met her. He's still very annoyed at me, and my in-laws are livid, but I'm going to ignore it as much as possible, and focus on Jess. Just to add, I got the name Beatrix from another Redditor. Thanks so much for the name. OP also replies to the comments, and give us more info about her situation. I need to know if you gave the baby your maiden name? Please, say you did. Yes, I did. Make sure you get a very good lawyer, who specializes in cases where there's a newborn baby involved. You may want some very specific custody or contact agreements. Congratulations on your new healthy beautiful baby girl. Jessica is a beautiful name. Your soon-to-be ex-husband showed so much hostility at you during your pregnancy, and backed up his family after they insulted you while you're pregnant. Think how he will be insulting your daughter as she grows up. Yikes. You did the right thing here. No one deserves to be told they have no right in refusing a baby's name when they're the ones giving birth. How selfish of all them. I'm sure with how he acted, he would have surely undermined how you decided to raise her and everything. If you have any evidence at all about this, please keep it, and keep it safe. Being a single mother is hard, but being around an a-hole with a crying baby? No way would I trust such a hostile man and family with my baby. Good luck to you. I'm glad everything went well with her. I also hope everything goes well with you and that you recover beautifully. Take time to grieve your relationship if you need to, but don't go back. I used to write down every hurtful, rude, awful thing my ex did to me, so I could read it if I thought about going back. Leopards don't change their spots. Hope you are celebrating her healthy birth, without his family and him intruding on your happiness. If they wanted to be able to be more in her life, they could have gone about it in the right way. I think they showed who they are, and how they would have been to your child. Congratulations on your daughter. And good on you for getting your husband out the door, once you realized the way he and his family were acting was not right. Best of luck to you and little Jess. Congratulations on your new bundle of joy. Her name is beautiful, and sounds like the right choice. It's awful that you had to go through this much trouble with your ex-husband's family. In all honesty though, it sounds like you made the best choice possible. That man and his family sound toxic as F. I do agree with other commenters though, seek legal guidance as soon as possible. Ensure it is someone who knows what they are doing in regards to legal battles involving newborns and small children. Well OP, I'm so sorry for everything you're going through, and that your husband is still an a-hole. Instead of him realizing what he did wrong, apologize and try to be the best husband and father, for the sake of your family. I'm really sorry, but it looks like you and Jessica Beatrix have a brighter future ahead of you. Congratulations on the birth of your baby, I wish you all the best. And what did you guys think of the update? Do you agree with OP's choices? Did you like the name she picked for her daughter? Don't forget to leave what you think in the comments down below. And that's it for today everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time.